Hello everyone. Good morning, because that is when I will probably be posting this video, or actually in the evening time. I don't know. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever and whenever you're watching this video. So today, instead of having a live stream, we're going to be doing a live stream that's not live. And I'll get in a little more into why we're not doing a live stream later, but let's go ahead and get started. So my whole plan for this video, first off, we're probably not even going to finish the build today because I honestly don't know how it's going to turn out. I have a pretty ambitious idea for this lounge that I want to build in the middle of the city in Scuff, New York, because I've started playtesting, and honestly I've been having a really fun time playing in Scuff, New York with all the different characters and stuff like that. And I was recently playing around with a Caliente household, and I was like, wait a minute, especially with, I believe it's Dina, the blonde, like her whole story is kind of like she's a sugar baby kind of, so we need to give her a place where she can scout and do some, or find some people to take as her sugar daddy. And we didn't really have many places right now, so I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and work on this lounge that I've been postponing for like ever, and that's what we're doing today. So the idea for this lounge, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Batman or not. I seem like I bring it up a healthy amount of times on my channel. But yeah, in Batman, there's this villain called the Penguin, and he has something called the Iceberg Lounge. And I'm mostly going off the one from like the Arkham series and like Batman animated shows. So those two designs are, I guess you can say, a bit of like gothic or art deco, because I think that's the style they were trying to go for. And I don't know if this lounge is going to actually turn out being either one of those things, but that's where I'm taking inspo from. If I'm not too lazy, I will add a picture of what I'm looking at for inspo. I mostly have like one picture of the interior, and then I have a close-up picture of a bar, and then the rest is honestly up to me. So yeah, if you look at the interior, it's a bit of a circular shape on the inside, so therefore I was thinking of maybe doing kind of like an igloo, if that makes sense, because this is the Iceberg Lounge. So yeah, we're gonna try to make a little igloo. It might be 2 stories tall, because so far when it comes to the exterior, I of course want to have the dome, and I think maybe like a cool glass ceiling over the center portion. So this is going to be the main portion of the lounge, like downstairs where you have the stage, you have the bar, you have the tables, and then we're going to have some tiers. So maybe up top is where, I don't know, like the big bads of the city. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That is where they kind of congregate and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of my idea right now, and hopefully we can execute it. Like I said, I feel like this is very ambitious of me, and I don't really feel confident because I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't know if you've seen my post on the community tab, but I have been very depressed lately. And usually, okay, I am on my period, so that probably has something to do with it, but it's not usually this bad, or hasn't been this bad in a while, because I mean, I feel like depression is something we should normalize, right? It's something people should talk about. But yeah, I've been like officially diagnosed with depression since I was like in high school. And since then, I've learned to manage it, because honestly, I feel like it's one of those things that like you'll never get rid of, right? Once you have it, once you realize you have it, it's kind of there. It's just after that, you just kind of have to figure out how to deal with it. And I have done that. But yeah, this week, it's been a really rough week. And I think part of that is just there's so much going on in the world. And honestly, I really don't need to tell you that, because even if you don't watch the news, if you go on social media, if you go out into the real world, you're bound to hear what's going on. Like, and it's just honestly, I don't know. it's just really depressing to hear about. And I feel bad because obviously I'm in a privileged position to where if it gets too much for me, I can just, unplug. But a lot of people can't do that. And yeah, like with that, and then on top of like personal things, it's just been a really rough week. Really rough week. So that's why I am not streaming this week. Because that's honestly, I enjoy streaming with you guys. Like you guys are the people, you're very cool. I'm glad you decide to hang out with me on the weekend or even right now because you don't have to. Especially since this video might be a mess. Do I know what I'm doing? No. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and it's always a fun time, but yeah, this week I just wasn't really in the mood. And also I have family coming over. So on top of that, it's just going to be, I feel like it's a very draining week. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, I just need it kind of to just step back for a bit. Hopefully I'll be back next week. I think I will because like I said, like yeah, I usually get like bouts of depression, but like my period made things 10 times worse. Like it was bad. It was bad. Like I was actually getting sick, and that doesn't usually happen to me when that time of the month comes. But anyway, enough talk about bodily functions. That is finally over, so I'm hoping, things are kind of chilling out on that front, and I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what's been up with me this week. Like I said, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves as well, especially because I think for most of us, it's safe to say that we are all, or most of us are pretty privileged, where if we want to, we can just kind of like disconnect and kind of shut ourselves out from the outside world. But at the same time, guys, there's a lot of serious stuff going on, like especially with the protests going on across the United States. Please be careful on that front. And my heart goes out to people who are directly affected by that, because I know people who are directly affected by what the administration and those people up there are doing, what's going on with ICE. All that's absolutely terrible. And I'm not really one to just like broadcast my politics, but I say that the reason why I laugh because I don't do it on this channel, but if you happen to come across my Twitter or anything, you definitely know where I stand. But I just want to make it clear, I stand with you. I stand with you all. I stand with you all that are out there in the streets, or those of you that are out there, like, being impacted by this issue. And I don't know. I wish I could have more positive things to say. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm saying right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just blabbering because, yeah. Okay, let's start over. Let's pretend the video started right here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, but yeah, on a serious note, I just want you to know that I support you guys, what you're going through, what's going on in Gaza, what's going on, and it's just so much stuff happening in the world right now. And yeah, I just want to know that my support is there, even though if I'm not shouting from the rooftops, I definitely am supporting in other ways, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. If not, I understand. I don't hold it against you. But yeah, okay, back to the build. So something like this. I wanted to make like a little igloo. I think this is kind of cool. But also maybe we don't have these diagonal roof pieces on the side. Yeah, I think I want it boxed in because I was kind of picturing it this way when I had the idea of this being the inspo for the lounge. And we might make the roof piece a bit more curved like this. That way we can bring it down. And I'm thinking, maybe, wait, can we put wall pieces up here? Okay, we should be able to. Yeah, I'm thinking wall pieces. Kind of box it in a bit more. But yeah, this weekend, I'm hoping that, I don't know, I'll be in better spirits. Oof, I can't talk. Because I think it's very important. Like, you know, if you're ever going through something, like people say it and you're like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But it is very important to have like some type of support system surrounding you. Even if it's like if it's actual family, like, you know, blood family or found family or like friends or I don't know, even your pets or whoever or like people you met online. It's important to have people like that because like I said, it might sound a bit corny when people say that, but it really does help. So I'm hoping spending some time with my family this weekend will be, I don't know, would just help, I guess. I wish I was better with words. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because I feel like if you're watching this, especially if you're watching me the first time and you've never seen any of my videos, you're like, you honestly probably clicked off by now because you're like, what is this girl talking about? Like, she's not even making any sense. Like, I'm just here to watch a long play of someone building an igloo lounge. And yeah, I wish I was a better speaker. Something that I would like to work on. And honestly, guys, I promise I can speak, okay? That's why I went to school to be a writer for TV because I'm a good writer. I'm just not a good speaker. I can't speak off the dome. I have to prepare. 9 times out of 10 when it comes to streaming or recording videos, I am not prepared. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about when I get up here. And so it just ends up with me, you know, just kind of blabbing. All right. I'm trying to think if I like this. This honestly looks like the octagon or the pentagon. And I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see. Let's play around with some stuff. Ooh, wait a minute. That gave me an idea when I removed that. It's possible. I was gonna say maybe we can just put a whole bunch of windows, but no. I think I do wanna maybe try to add the roof here. Because I do like the idea. I don't know, maybe we can try to make it so they can walk underneath this, but I don't know if that's possible in this game. There's a lot of limitations here. So we're gonna try. yeah, speaking of Scuff New York, because I should probably talk about that since this is a video in Scuff New York. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of play testing recently when it comes to the save, just checking out, playing around with some of the families, taking a lot of screenshots because when I'm in like one of these moods, I don't know, it's like just a roller coaster, honestly. There's points where I feel like I can take on the world, I can do everything. So that's what I've been doing when it comes to Scuff New York. I've been setting up townies, taking lots of pictures and stuff, working on the dossier, which is phenomenal, by the way. Like, it's turning out so good. It's like really cool seeing all of the townies we've made so far, and all of them in this cute little, I don't know, this cute little like foul, So I really can't wait to share that with everyone, especially when we stream, because a lot of times even I forget like the Sims we've created. So I think that's going to be really helpful and really cool. So excited about that. But yeah, like I said earlier, surprisingly there hasn't been like any weird or game breaking stuff when it comes to Scuff New York. Knock on wood, because I don't want to jinx myself. Game has been running very smooth, and yeah, we've just been making a lot of progress off screen, especially in Brindleton Bay. Because if you don't know, Brindleton Bay, when it comes to Scuff New York, that is basically like, I don't know, if Scuff New York is based off of like a Scuff version of New York, then Brindleton Bay is like across the bridge into New Jersey, in like a small town or something of that nature. And I think I've really been hitting the small town feel. I'll probably show that on stream if we go live next week, which honestly I'm pretty sure we will. But yeah, I can't say enough about how good that looks. I started working on Agnes Crumplebottom's home because she's like one of the big bads. Or honestly, maybe she's not bad. I don't know. Hopefully she has some layers. I don't know yet exactly which direction I'm going to take her. I've been working on her home. I've been working on the Lothario home. And on stream, we will probably get started on the Goth home because the home is a bit intimidating and I'm probably going to need help. So definitely might save that for stream. But yeah, everything has been turning out really well. And I can't wait to share more progress with you guys. Now I'm still trying to figure out how I want the outside of this to look. I feel like this doesn't look too bad. I just wish there was a way that I could do like roofing all around this, but this might just have to be what we go with. And I think I will just put mirrors all around. Wow, why is it so bright? Oh yeah, also I forgot why it's so bright, because I've been playing with my new, or not my new reshade, but I use two versions of the same reshade. A lot of people ask me this. I use Hazy Days and Blueberry by Mobane. I use their reshade, and then I just made my own little adjustments to it. And I usually have two versions. So the one I usually stream or record with is this one. And the version we are on before, actually I didn't really change much. Why does it look like this? Okay, maybe it's just the sky. Oh yeah, because I'm using an empty Newcrest and Willow Creek, so I think they deleted some of the background decorations here, because the background decorations are also used in Willow Creek, I think. I don't know, don't take my word for it. I'm just spitballing, just guessing. So the sun is extra harsh on this lot. But anyway, the whole point of me going on this tangent was I used two versions of one reshade, and I've been using the other one in the gameplay because, I don't know, it just looks more, I guess, dramatic. So I usually use that one when I'm playing around in Scuff New York and when I'm taking screenshots. So that's why the game looked a little Yeah, but honestly, I might change it back because this is a little too bright for me. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? This is, it's a bit dark, I'll admit, but I don't know. It's doing what it needs to do, you know? But yeah, honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like this video is all over the place. I'm so sorry, guys. But we're in this together, right? We're all in this together. I don't know. I feel like it's these pieces right here that are messing me up. But I don't know what else I would do. I think this is why long play videos are so important. Because if you're out there like, oh my gosh, I'm such a terrible builder, like I don't know how people do it. Trust me, it's not easy. Like look at the struggle I'm going through right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea. And that's how it is with 99% of the videos you see on this channel. Every once in a while, I might actually know what I'm doing, but most of the time I really don't. I have no clue. But somehow it kind of works out in the end. And I think that's the case for anyone that tries to build in this game. So if you're like, oh, I want to get into building, but I'm too scared, don't be. Because no one actually knows what they're doing, even if they look like it. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe we continue using this half wall because it kind of gives us that shape instead. And then I didn't forget about the idea of having, like, you know, the upstairs be for the more exclusive group, I guess you could say, when it comes to the club. So I think I'm going to maybe expand this out in the back so we can have that be the case. And then like these little, what do you call it? Enclosed, or whatever. This can still be like, okay, wait, let me put it down so you can actually understand what I'm saying, because I don't really understand what I'm saying. So the space floor right here, this is like the main floor. So we're gonna have, like I said before, we're gonna have the bar, we're gonna have like the stage in the middle, we're gonna have tables around, and we'll probably have like a bathroom over here. And then when you go upstairs, that's where you need to have some type of celebrity level. And so up here, it's gonna be open so you can see down, you know, to the stage and stuff. You can still listen to the music. And then on these little parts out here, that's just going to be, you know, seating. We can just come out here and sit and chill, because this is a lounge, so we don't need to do anything too crazy. Even though it says midnight sushi, ignore that. That was from a build I had here previously. So yeah, these are places you can sit. And then we're going to expand it here, and this is going to be the very, very exclusive club. But now that I said that, I've been watching The Penguin lately, and apparently they have like a private club underneath the club. So I kind of want to see if we can build a basement, because if so, maybe, you know, this is like a little smoke or cigar room or bubble blower room or whatever. And then downstairs is where we can have the exclusive club. I'm not going to check that out right now, because I feel like I can't build a basement on this lot, and that's going to stress me out. And I don't need stress right now. So I'm going to wait until the very end. Hold off the disappointment for now. But yeah, I like this idea. And so let's go ahead and do that. Oops. Did not mean to put it on this level. Okay, that actually doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad at all. I like the shape. I don't know if I'm going to keep the color though. We're just going with the color for now. And then we can put the mirrors, or not the mirrors, the windows. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. Oops. Why is it not letting me put it up here? Okay, there we go. They're a cute little igloo shape. And do I want to keep this up here? Maybe we'll have them on the side because I feel like if it rains, you know, you should still be able to kind of chill out here. But we don't have to do it like on every little portion, if that makes sense. Also, my pinky is starting to fall asleep. Ugh, that's the worst. I think there's like a trick where you can wake it up, but I'm pretty sure I've tried that trick before. I don't remember what it is, but I've tried it and I feel like it does not work at all. So I'm gonna have to shake my hand. Ugh. It's absolutely the worst. There we go. I don't know about that. Or can we delete the wall over here? I don't know. Let's slow down a bit because I feel like we're kind of rushing ahead. First off, we need to see if we have enough room down here, and then we need to see what we're actually gonna do because we're thinking a little too far ahead. We don't even know if we can fit everything in here. What we have planned. Let's get some lights so I can actually see. Because if you want to actually make a floor plan, honestly, it sounds crazy, but you need to place lights because I don't know why. I feel like it's easier. We can actually see what you're doing. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna have to add an elevator in here since this is a penthouse lot. Ooh, wait a minute. They have this really funky one. Maybe we have it. Okay, I can't move it back. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's not do that. Oh wait, I can. I was just pressing the wrong button, maybe? Was I not? Okay. Yeah, let's move it back slightly. Because I actually don't want the elevator in the room. Because I like the idea of you just walking in and just seeing the room, you know? Or like the skylight and not having like that big ugly box. It doesn't make sense that it's like outside like this, but honestly I don't care. I don't care because I'm not even going to be looking over there. So Let's see. How do we want to go about the interior? Do we maybe want to put some aquariums in here? Because I was low-key thinking we could have like a wall going on the side. That could be pretty cool. Then I was also thinking, I don't know if I want to do that. Like I said, maybe we just keep this like really open and we just put up some really nice fancy wallpaper or something. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of this. It feels very penguin coated. Hey, look at that. That already looks cool. We'll have to go back and fix the roof though. Or maybe not. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we cannot see. Do we need this? That might make sense. A little backdrop. Okay, that doesn't fit. Okay. We're just rolling with it right now. I don't know if I'll actually stick with this, but I like where it's going. But that is clipping a lot. Can we make this bigger, perhaps? Excuse me. We can, but it looks kind of... I don't know. It's just there. Let's just keep it there for now. It's kind of wonky, but we'll fix it later. And then we're gonna add some mood lighting. And I think if we go with the aquarium look, because now that I think about it, it does make sense to have the aquarium leading into the lounge. Because if we steal the name like Iceberg Lounge and we're going for like the whole, maybe like, what do you call it? The whole Antarctica type vibes or something, it would make sense, would it not? To put the aquarium here. I think it would. Okay, then I want to make the lights blue so it can cast like a cool little effect into the room. Hopefully it works out that way. Kind of is, but it's not as, or actually, I don't know. I feel like this is good enough as far as the light effect goes. And then, because it is kind of dark in here. But also, I don't know if that's just me and my screen and I just can't see. Let me tilt it a bit. Okay, actually, now that I did that, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Like, I feel like you can actually see, especially with the whole skylight situation. Wow, that's so pretty. Look at that. That's so nice. I love it. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, I think we're a go when it comes to the entry to the lounge. And then we need some fancy doors for like a dramatic entrance. Again, the category is iceberg. We need to put ourselves in the mind of a penguin or something of that nature. Wait a minute. Okay, guys. Like I said, no one has any idea what they're doing when they're building, but sometimes things just start to flow, you know? You just start placing random stuff down, suddenly it starts making sense. Okay. Love it. And then for the towel, what do we go for here? I feel like we should go for black as well. Anything lighter than that, I feel like it messes up the vibe, messes up the mood. Or maybe the blue. This black doesn't look too bad. But the blue is kind of, I don't know, I feel like we were onto something with that. I don't hate that. I really don't. Let's keep exploring. I'm gonna stick with the black for now. And then I might put the blue over here in the aquarium. And I kind of wish we had some, maybe like hanging fish or something, or like hanging, some cool hanging, I don't know, like ceiling decor. Because I feel like that could be pretty cool in this entryway. You know, go for a dramatic statement. Because, oh wait, I need to talk a little bit about the lounge itself. Because when it comes to most of the like buildings and stuff in Scuff, New York, I want people to actually like own it and manage it and give it some type of story. So I'm thinking about for the Iceberg Lounge, because like I said, this is all based on the penguin. The penguin, he's basically like the owner or manager in whatever iteration of Batman you're watching or reading. He is tied to the lounge. And I'm thinking for my version of this in the game, I kind of want to do a gender swap, I guess you would call it. And we're going to have a female version of the penguin. Like, she's still going to have like the same, I don't know, like features you associate with the penguin. You know, she's a bit big. She has like a very pronounced nose. She walks with like a pretty noticeable limp, all that stuff. Pretty cutthroat as well. And yeah, that's my idea. She owns the lounge. And she's a bit of a weasel, you know, always desperate to try to climb up, get to the top. And she is going to be associated with the mafia, I feel like, because we have another like night place, I guess you go to, or like entertaining spot in Scuff, New York, in San Myshuno specifically, and that one's affiliated with the Simkusa. So I feel like this one needs to be affiliated with the mob. So that's what we're gonna go for, and that's all I have right now as far as like what you need to know when it comes to this lounge. What exactly is going on here? I don't really know. They of course are going to have like performances and stuff since they're a lounge, but underneath or in like those spots where you have to know someone in order to get in, I don't know, maybe some like crazy stuff is happening there. We'll figure that out later. We probably won't even reach that right now. But yeah, I think this is good for the entryway. Pretty dramatic. I kind of want to put a bit more lighting in here, but I don't really know if that's doing a little too much. Maybe these, because these kind of like icicles. I don't know. I feel like that kind of messes up the vibe. Okay, we can just stick with that for now. Ooh, but we might add a little window here. What are these? My mind is all over the place, guys. It's all over the place. But I feel like this could kind of be cool. I don't know if it's needed though. But now let me take a look at my inspo pick, because we are focusing on the main portion of the lounge now. Okay. So yeah, it looks like when you enter the lounge, there's like a little dramatic stairway, and then you're right on like the floor of the club. To be fair, the image I'm looking at is like from actual gameplay of, what was this, Arkham Knight, I think, or one of the Arkham games. So it doesn't really make sense, but I kind of have an idea based off of that image. So yeah, I think we might in fact lower the floor. Okay, we can't lower it that much, which is, it's kind of disappointing, but we move. I was gonna lower it and give ourselves like a little dramatic staircase over here, but that's fine. Let me go ahead and see if we can make a basement. Yeah, we can't. Okay, that's fine. All of that is completely fine. But we can still give ourselves a little stairway down. Let's see. Excuse me. It's only 2 stairs. I don't know if there's a point, but we're gonna work with it and see. It might still look pretty cool to have that there. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's fine. I might bring it out a bit more though, because I'm already thinking ahead. I think I would want it to be at least 3 wide, so that way when we go to like these sides with the bar and stuff, we have enough room. So yeah, let's bring that out more. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it raised like this. Oh, I hate when the game does that. It's so annoying. I don't want you to delete a wall. I just want you to place platforms. Okay, this part might take a while, so feel free to skip. There's probably an easier way to do this too, but I don't really know. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. But these like little raised areas are where we're gonna have, I think, the seating, and where we're gonna put the bar at. I think that'll be a good spot. Ooh, and we might play around with having like some parts raised higher than others, because that actually seems like that might be a cool idea to go with. We'll see though. Yeah, there has to be like, I don't know. Wait a minute. I think there is an easier way. I could have made a fence. And maybe you guys are yelling for me to do that this whole time. And my bad, my bad. Look, I know I'm a pretty good builder, but I'm not the smartest builder. Yeah, let me go ahead and get the fence out. Yeah, this is so much quicker. There we go. And then all we gotta do, boom, boom. So simple, so simple. I don't know why that slipped my mind. But luckily I figured it out, huh? You didn't have to like sit there and watch me just place platforms piece by piece for like 10 minutes. Or maybe that was 10 minutes, I don't know. All right. There we are. Okay. And let's get those stairs back. And my pinky's falling asleep again. Okay, there we are. And I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'll just duplicate what I'm doing over here, over there, over here. All right. And if you ever need to know if you're on the right track, start placing some flooring and wallpaper, because that really helps pull things together. Like right now, I think we're doing pretty good, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna add some flooring. I think we'll do white on the outside, you know, for snow. And then for the inside where the stage is going to be, I feel like we need to do something pretty dramatic. Hopefully we can find some cool toweling or something. Ideally something that doesn't look like it belongs in a kitchen or bathroom. So maybe we need to look for stone. Or we can do this. Because even though it's white, I like that it's like a different pattern and texture going on. I think that's a good contrast. Wow, look at me. It actually sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Or we can go with this type of blue. That's also an option. I wouldn't be mad at that, honestly. But I'm not 100% sold. I don't know. I might hold off because also I want to do maybe a dance floor in the center as well. So once we put the dance floors down, this tile that we have right now might be the better option. But we'll figure it out later. Mm. Okay, and then there's one more thing for us to consider, because going back to the inspo pic, they do have like arches going on, and we could add those in here. I'll try it on this side first, but I don't know if I really want to do that. It would be cool because it'll add like, I don't know, it'll give something like interesting going on around the dance floor or around the stage versus having it be like super duper open. But I don't know if we have the right arches. We'll probably have to use medium. I guess we can go for these. I don't know. That's our word of the day. I don't know. I don't know about anything. The marble walls do look kind of cool. Ooh. Wait a minute. That does look kind of cool. I was just joking around, but it actually does look pretty good. Okay, and then we can go with all black for the arches. But I feel like if we do this, we might have to change the floor. We need to go for something black, I think. I feel like we need to commit. We need to commit to black if we do that. And then I actually might change this again because I'm so indecisive and I have no idea what I want. Do we also go for black tile back here? I feel like that's a bit too much. Let me look at what they have going on with the bar. Okay, that's not really that helpful because, yeah, it looks like it's just really dark, but I don't know if I want to do that. But also, I don't know. Maybe this? Okay, that's not bad. I don't hate that. Be like extra dark black towel. Does look kind of cool. Hopefully we're getting somewhere. I feel like we are. I feel it in my bones. I think we're on the right track. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna drag this out a bit like this. I think that'll look pretty nice. And that way I can add a bit of an accent to this fake column we have going on here. Or maybe not. Oh, Okay, wait. Before I get too ahead of myself, I have to put in stairs. Okay, wait. Wait. Where do we put the stairs? I would assume... Can we put it on a... No, we can't do a diagonal. Fudge. I forgot we can't do that. I'm glad I caught myself because it's gonna be hard. Maybe we can put it over here? That's outside. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, maybe we have to put the stairs over in this little room. I think that's the only way. Because if we put it in the middle of the floor, that's gonna look so disgusting. It's so hideous. Okay, wait. Everyone calm down. I figured out what we need to do. We're gonna put the stairs right here in the middle. And then on either side, that can be our bathroom. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, this is 4 wide. I did not know that. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care. For mental health, we move. We don't think about it any longer. Sometimes that's the attitude you have to have. And I think that will work, because then we can put stalls on either side, each side of this wall. Counters, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, yeah, that's good. That is perfect. That is what we need. Excuse me. I did not mean to do that in your ear. Okay. Do the same thing over here because I'm willing to commit now. I'll keep it over here. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. Okay, there we are. Yeah, this is not looking too bad. I like it. I can definitely see Nina and Dina and the girls coming out here. Doing a little bit of plotting, a little bit of planning, all that good stuff. And then for the ceiling, I think we go all black. All black as well. Maybe we go with this texture. This might be too much, but we'll just play around with it for now. Or the marble. Focus. Let's take it one step at a time. Okay, is this not considered a ceiling? Okay, it's not. This is also annoying when the game does this. Hopefully everything is a ceiling now. And I think a marble ceiling, I think that would work. looks from the inside. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know. That looks really cool though. I'm gonna keep one of these lights in here right now because I feel like we need to have some really cool light fixture in the center of the room. I don't know what yet, but we'll get there later. Okay, yeah. This looks okay. I'm not completely sold on the wallpaper I have going on here though. I think we can do better. This one I used before. I don't know if we really have any options. Or maybe it's just my reshade. I don't know. I want something that appears to be darker than this. Like a pure black, if you will. But I don't know if we have any pure black shades. It's fine for now. Also, my stomach is starting to hurt. It's fine though. I had some really good fried rice for dinner. 10 out of 10. It was a really special meal for me because I used to go to this place all the time before I left for 3 years. But the last time I had it, I'm pretty sure it gave me food poisoning because, yeah, my stomach, it was just, I felt like I was dying and I couldn't hold anything down. And that was really sad because that's the only place around here. Well, not the only place, but it's the only place I like around here when it comes to, you know, like fried rice or like stir fry plates and stuff, I guess. I don't know. And so, yeah, I was really sad. And I was like, you know what? I can't possibly get food poisoning again if I go back. It's been like 3 years. I can definitely eat it. And so I took a chance and I succeeded. I survived. My stomach didn't blow up. So I called that a win and it was really good. But also my stomach is hurting now. So I'm kind of afraid that I might have made a mistake again. I don't know. Did I? Did I not? We'll find out soon. Okay, nice. I like that. I'm trying to think if I want to keep these archways. I don't know what our other option would be. Because if we go for a small or short door height, it's going to be too short. Look at that. So we have to do medium. I'm starting not to feel these. I like the idea of the archways, but I'm not 100% sold on these archways. This looks pretty cool. I don't know if I want that. Yeah, I don't want that. I do not want that in this lounge. We could just go with the regular ones, but they don't have black. They just have dark brown. Times like this, I really miss having a color wheel because I need some like deep black swatches. And these aren't really doing it. Maybe we make our own arch? Nope. Definitely not. Okay. It's fine. We'll come back to that later. For now, dance floor. Let's get a dance floor out here. And then also let me go ahead and save the game because I have not done that in a while. Oh, okay. Cannot. Let me go ahead and throw down the mailbox, I guess. I really don't understand why you need this when you're not building a community or a residential or actual apartment. But maybe the game is just programmed to always require you to have one, like, but I don't understand. It's kind of annoying. I guess I could just hide it, but whatever. Can I save now? I can. Also, let me take a sip of water. Oh, that was good. I needed that. Okay, so we officially saved. Mission accomplished. Now dance floor, dance floor, dance floor. So for the dance floor, I might do like little quadrants. That way we can fill up the floor pretty nicely. Ba-ba. There we go. Just like that. That was the vision. And then for the stage. Well, actually, I don't know if we can do this now. Because here's what I was thinking for the stage. Iceberg lounge, right? I was thinking it would be cute. I can't remember if I saw this in like one of the pictures of the actual iceberg lounge from the comics. But they had like little slabs of ice for the stage. And I thought that was pretty cute. So I kind of want to do something like that. But I don't know if we can, yeah, see, it's already glitching out. Let me move this to the side so the game doesn't break. So we might have to scratch the idea of having the dance floor, even though I really liked how it looked. But yeah. Can have some put together like this. What? Why is this doing this? Okay, wait. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And then we can add in one more piece. Like right. Yeah, maybe the bigger piece will be down here. Because when it comes to like having your Sims perform or like watch performers, the game is kind of iffy about the audience and like where they stand and stuff. Excuse me. I forgot to mute. But yeah, I think for playability wise, it's better if we have like the microphone or actual performance items on the lowest stage possible. So that way, if they're like up here, I feel like the Sims would just, I don't know. This game is weird. I don't know. Long story short, we're gonna have this small little piece for the stage. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay. Even? Okay, it is. Nice. And bring it out just a bit, maybe. Same over here. No, we cannot do that. Wait. Why can't I do that? But you can. You can do it. I believe in you. No, please. platforms are so... Why are they like this? Why is the game like this? Okay, you know what? We'll fix it in a minute. I'm just gonna go ahead and raise this up. And raise this up a bit more too, to create a bit more, I don't know, pizzazz, I guess. Or actually, you know what? Because maybe, do we have white rocks in this game that we can pretend? Or we might have those tables. I think there's like some tables that are shaped like rocks. Possibly from Get Together? And we can just fill in the space around here. Let's place some of these down for now. Ooh, we can add snow. Wait a minute. That's a genius idea. We'll just keep this here for now. And we'll come back and fix it. I wonder if that gives Sims any issues. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll keep both of them out there for now. Okay, there we are. And then for the top part here, let's go ahead and start carving this out some. What kind of fencing do we want to go with? I feel like I'm really locked in right now. Usually I will talk about just like random stuff, which I kind of already did when it came to what I have for dinner. But yeah, I'm like really, I don't know. I'm really zoned in right now. Because I feel like this is a really hard build, if I'm going to be honest with you. Usually I can like just blab and build, but this is requiring a lot of focus. There's a lot of important decisions to make. Maybe... Okay, wait. I'm trying to see how much I want to cut in. Maybe too wide? I think too wide would be fine. That gives Sims enough room to walk up here. And honestly, I feel like even when you add in like a VIP spot, most Sims, they don't really go and do stuff over there. Like a few might, but most of them, they just hang around with the normal people. Or not the normal people. They just hang out with the not famous people, like in those areas. Which, I mean, that's good for them. They're people, or I guess, man of the people type Sims, but kind of annoying because I do want them to hang out in those areas. But anyway, I say all of that to say that it doesn't really matter how much space we give them because they probably won't even come up here. And now that I'm up here, I remember that I wanted this to be, oh my gosh, that whole not being able to make a basement thing, it really messed up my plans because really wanted to have like, you know, an exclusive like lounge inside the lounge, but now since we have to place the stairs over here, or actually wait, hold up, I don't know who told me to build this. This is all becoming a little too stressful if I'm being 100%. this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move the stairs in like this because I just realized since the stairs are 4 wide, that means we can make it 2 wide and still be kind of in the middle of everything. Do I like that? I don't really know because I kind of liked when it was 4 wide. But if we have it 2 wide, I was gonna say maybe we can stack like the lounge up here, but the thought of having it up here, that just looks crazy, does it not? Or what if we throw in some windows? Because why not? Why not? What if we do that? That might help. We'll see. I'm thinking... This is such an ugly exterior, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Except don't look at the outside. But it just, okay, we can probably add like some type of, I don't know, we'll figure something out for the exterior. Let's not worry about that right now. But it does look very ugly. I will admit that. But yeah, maybe we just do like windows up here. Or we could possibly just cut this off over here. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Time to get creative. Time to wing it a bit. Okay, what if we do this? A little indoor-outdoor situation, if you will. And this can be like our private lounge, because you also have like a really amazing view of the stage downstairs. So I feel like that could make sense. And that way we don't have to add this like ugly top part, because I was not really feeling that and I did not want to force it. And then with that being said, I know I said indoor outdoor, but actually I might just close this. I think that would be the move. And then we'll pretend that maybe, I don't know. Also, my stomach hurts. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I can carry on. Okay, I'm back. Where were we? Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add not like full length windows, but maybe these right here. And we can just do it all along this wall. what I'm thinking. But I don't really know. I'm not 100% sold. But we'll just roll with it for now. This can just be the ugly side of the build. You know, there's always one side, because I think that's the problem when you're building in Sims. You kind of get caught up in like, oh, how does this look, like, you know, pretty? Like, does all of it look symmetrical or blah, 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 blah. But in real life, that's not the case, you know? You do have some builds that look ugly from certain sides, and that's going to be this build. Like, for the most part, I keep going back and forth between, do I hate this or do I like it? Right now, I like it, but this side, yeah, this is just the ugly side, and that's completely fine. Can we? No, we cannot. Darn. That's fine. Yep, I think this is a good place to have a lounge. And I think I might go back and do the 4x4. Because I don't know, I like the way it looks. Like when you're looking from the dance floor. The 4x4 makes a little bit more sense. So I think we'll go with that. See, look. Oh wait, this stuff is in the way. I think that looks cool. All right. So let's just do a quick overview. We have the stage. We're gonna have the tables kind of set up like on these little inside parts over here, and maybe like the VIP or like really exclusive tables if you want to get like up close and personal. You could have a few around here. We're gonna do the bar over here. Wait a minute, is this? Wait a minute. I feel like this isn't the same width, or wait a minute, what's going on here? Let me cut on the grid, see what's happening. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So how do we fix this? Bring this out a bit more. Is it also too short over here? 2, 3. Yeah, it is. Okay. I think that will kind of bother me, so we are gonna fix that. And then I'll readjust the stage later. Okay, now everything is the way it's supposed to be, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. That's good, that's good. Okay, cool. Now, next, let's go ahead and get this bar situated, because I feel like this is going to be another annoying thing to deal with. So it's kind of a small area for the bar, to be honest. We don't really have too much wiggle room. So I think we'll keep it pretty simple. I'm not even going to try to squeeze in. Or actually, that's a lie. I might try to squeeze in. I might try to squeeze in like a little counter back here, because I do like having those. We can give it a shot. Let's see. And as far as the bar, not this. Maybe this one? I was thinking something a bit like that Art Deco we were talking about earlier. Or I don't know, maybe this. I don't know if this is Art Deco. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what is or isn't Art Deco. I mostly just associate Art Deco's like style with like 80s Miami Vice type of thing or Batman. Those are my two main frame of references when it comes to that style, so I have no idea. But I think we can maybe go with this. I do like how that looks. Let me pull up that picture again. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, the bar, I'm gonna be honest, it looks like nothing we have in game, or at least in my game. We could try to make our own, which I don't know how this would turn out, to be honest with you. We could do something like this. That looks kind of cool. Excuse me. But yeah, I'll mesh them together a bit better. I can't right now because you guys know the drill. I have my microphone in one hand and the mouse in the other, so it's hard for me to like alt play stuff right now. So I'll probably fix that later. But yeah, we can definitely do this. Have our little counter set up in the back. Maybe these counters. And then they have this really cool thing going on. It's like a window to, I don't know what that is in the back. But I kind of want to do something like that. But the lighting on the other side. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the city in the background? It might be. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, there's like a cool like window situation going on here. I don't know if I can recreate it though. Like something like this. Maybe we do get rid of this thing up here. Okay, that looks fine for now. I don't know if we'll keep it. And then we have some little bar backs going across here too. Or I should say shelves. It's not an actual bar back. I wish we had more bar CC. or not CC, but like in-game items. Like, yeah, we have a decent amount of bar backs, but I wish we had more stuff that you can use to clutter the bars, if that makes sense. Like more shelves and stuff, like this. Maybe like something with just bottles. Maybe that comes in a pack I don't have, but yeah, I wish we had more of that. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, I think that'll be our bar. I like that. We might add some stuff on the side because it is kind of looking a little drab, if I do say so myself. I feel like it's calling for something. Mirrors, maybe? I don't know. I feel like my go-to is always mirrors. But we can try it out and see. See how that looks from here. Okay, I actually do like that. There's a reason why I always look mirrors. They just always look so good. Like when you're trying to do a little accent wall or something. Hey, look at that. That looks cool. Especially with like the reflection. It gives you the illusion of like there's more space. Very cool, very cool. Okay. And then let's see, what's next on the agenda? Because I probably won't record too long. Because this is also something I've been thinking about. And I guess I could ask you guys. But I don't know. I guess I can ask myself. I feel like in the future, I don't know. Because we live stream, well, ideally, like when I do live stream, it's 2 per week. And most of the time when I live stream, I think we go for like 3 to 4 hours, sometimes 5. And I don't know, because me personally, guys, and I know you're the same way, because we're all pretty much the same person, am I right? But anyway, I feel like most of us, we don't actually like watch streams like that, especially if you miss one. Like if you're not there watching it in real time, you're most likely, you might watch a little bit here and there, but you're not going to go back and watch the whole thing. Or maybe sometimes you do, but not all the time. So I don't know, with that in mind, I was kind of thinking I might try to limit myself to maybe streaming for only like 2 or 3 hours at most. Because yeah, I just feel like knowing who I am and therefore you guys might be the same way, it'll just be easier on everyone if streams aren't super duper long. That way if you do miss it, again, you probably won't watch the whole thing, but at least you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I missed like 5 hours worth of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's something I might consider, especially if I ever get to a point where I finally do get like a new PC set up to where I can stream like pretty often. Yeah, that's definitely something I would consider. But anyway, that's just some food for thought. Now we're doing the tables. I don't think I've ever used these chairs. Or this table. I don't even know where it came from. Oh, high school years. No wonder. But I think these tables fit pretty nicely. I don't know if I want to go... Maybe we'll go white on the stage or like in this area. And then black. We can save it for like in the shadows. I like that. And there should be enough room for people. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Or actually, should we do those little booths maybe on the wall? instead. That could be something we can experiment with. Also, let me fix this. Here we go. Because I think booths will look nice, like on this wall over here. Let's see. Where are the booths at? We have these, which I think those kind of fit. I was thinking about the ones from the bistro kit, but these aren't bad. Can these slot? No, so we might have to find some different tables. I guess we can go with these glass tables. I don't hate that. Now the next question is, do I actually want to put chairs on the other side? Because I think that could be cool. Like, okay, I keep saying, okay, what I'm about to say, we all know the Sims aren't actually going to do this because that's just not how this game works. But I think it's cool if your Sim is just sitting here and they just have like perfect view of the stage versus they have these chairs in the way. Because I don't understand why the chairs would be facing this way, like away from the stage, you know? So yeah, I think I'm gonna not put the chairs over here. And then the table over here is just gonna be for people that don't really care. They don't really care about the performance. Or actually no, because that's gonna block the bathroom. Never mind. Is this too crowded over here? Maybe not. I think this is fine. Yeah. Let's leave that alone. That's fine for now. And then let me check on time, because I think maybe we go ahead and end it here. So we're at like 1:40 right now. Okay, maybe I'll go for like 2 more minutes. And then we'll go ahead and end it. I don't know. Do I want to finish this on stream? Or do I want to just handle this off stream? Because to be honest, I don't think it'd be missing much if I did this off stream. Because we pretty much have everything that we're going to have. I'll probably just go around and add more stuff to the door. Or not the door, but stuff like decor to the build, you know, on the inside, like some stuff on the wall, some little accents here and there. But yeah, for the most part, I think this is pretty much the meat and potatoes of it all. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, it's such a good idea. Even though it was pretty much pain at the beginning, I feel like we did it. We did it. Oh my gosh, we did it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. And I don't think the Sims would be annoying about it either. Because even though it's a dance floor, since there's not any music playing in here, I feel like they wouldn't actually dance on this floor. So I'm gonna keep that for now. I think that looks pretty cool. Go ahead and start putting some stuff in the bathroom, see how that's gonna work. I'm pretty sure we can fit stalls in here. If not this way at the very least. So I'm not too worried about that. Perfect, perfect. We can fit in the stalls and possibly a closet over here. So, you know, for your Sims to do what they need to do. And then we can put the counters along this wall. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's the bathroom situation figured out. And then the VIP room over here. Go ahead and throw one of those doors down. Hopefully we can fit it over here. Probably not. I don't know how this gonna work. Okay, that might be an issue. We might have to expand this a bit. Which I don't mind doing. At this point, we just gotta do what we gotta do, you know? And even it up on this side too. All right. And then yeah, up here. How do I mark this off for the VIP section? Honestly, I was gonna say maybe no. I was gonna say maybe I can just make the actual entrance the VIP entrance, but I don't think I will do that. So I guess what we're gonna do is just this over here. I feel like this is the only thing that makes sense for now, unless I can think of something else. Or maybe I need to look into like CC for the VIP doors, because there has to be some CC out there, right? So I don't have to keep using these really lame basic ones from Get Famous. Can't even find it again. Oh, that's the only other option. Yeah, I don't really want to use that. don't really want to use that one, so I guess we're stuck with this one for now. And I'll add some windows so it doesn't look so, I don't know. Hopefully you know what I mean, so it doesn't look so, you know. Would this be cool? No. I think we'll just go for these. Yeah, the stream, I feel like, well, it's not really a stream. It's a live stream that's not live. This live stream that's not live, I feel like it's a very chill one. Hopefully you enjoy it, nevertheless, because I feel like the build itself is interesting. And that's all that matters, you know, because usually I'm not even talking about anything anyways. So hopefully you still enjoyed. I think we did a good job here. I'm very happy with how it's turning out so far. The outside, let's see. It's still looking, I don't know. Still not 100% sure how I feel about the outside. I don't know what I'll do out here. Maybe I'll change the wallpaper. Maybe I'll try to throw some accents or like columns and stuff up out here. But yeah, I don't know right now. It's not too bad, but yeah, I'll figure out something. By the time I show you this build again, because I think I probably will finish it off stream or off video. But by the time I show you, hopefully it's at a good spot. If not, we'll probably just stream it and you guys can help me. But yeah. Not too shabby. Do we have any sliding doors? Or we just have these? No, that's fine. I don't really care. That'll work. And maybe we also add windows to the roof piece. So that light is also coming in. I feel like that makes sense. Even though you can't really access it, I think it's nice to have the light come in. So cool! Look at me patting myself on the back. Pat, pat. Changing the wallpaper for the outside. Okay, yeah. And then do I want to add windows over here? I feel like that's not necessary. Yeah. Okay, let's do a little overview because I think I will get ready to end the video. There won't be any screenshots because this build isn't finished, and by the time I post it, it still probably won't be finished, but I'll give you a little overview of what we have, what it's looking like. So again, you come in, you got your little entryway with the aquarium and stuff. I feel like this looks pretty cool, especially with the skylight coming through. And then you come out here to these unpainted walls. Ignore that, we'll fix it later. To the stage, which is going to look much cooler next time you see this, guys. It's going to look so much cooler. But yeah, this is a stage. Hopefully you get the vision. And then from here, you can walk over to the bar area, get your little drink, you know. We might put some more tables on the side of the room as well. You still have view to the stage because that was like my main focus when it came to this build. I wanted the stage to be front and center because this is the lounge. You know, you come here to see a good show, and then maybe after, if you're famous enough, you can go to the more exclusive lounge for the after party. But yeah, this is kind of the whole setup for the bottom floor. And then bathrooms on either side of the stairs. We go up, or actually, let's take a moment to admire this little stairway up here. I feel like that's pretty cool. A pretty cool lead up to the second floor. And then we come up here, and here I'll probably just add maybe I'll just have like some couches up here, because this just seems like a lounge, like, you know, you're just sitting around, maybe having like a cigar or a smoke or something, or you just want to get away from the show for a bit. So you can sit up here and just relax. And then out here, the VIP section, the exclusive VIP section. I still might try to fit in a office of some type somewhere for our Miss Penguin, but I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, and then we have also like these little outdoor patio spaces, which will probably just be like for the bubble blowers and stuff. But that's pretty much it when it comes to this lounge. So yeah, there you go. Top floor, bottom floor. And I don't know. I'm going to try to see if I can fit in an office, but she might just be out of luck. I don't know where we would do that. Unless we close off this area over here. But I kind of don't want to do that because I like how it looks from the outside with having it open. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next time. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, this is pretty laid back, pretty chilled video, I feel like, compared to the other videos I've been putting out, because we're mostly just focusing on the build. Not really too much random chatter. Maybe it'll be like that in the next one. But anyway, let me give you a good view to end off on. Not from the outside, let's go on the inside. Is this better? Okay, this is kind of better. Yeah, we'll end off here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. The next video I put out will probably also be a long play to make up for the doo-doo stream. So yeah, we'll be building something in Copperdale as usual, and hopefully I will be back next week with an actual Scuff New York stream. So yeah, until then, hope you guys are having a good day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Happy Father's Day if that's something you celebrate. And I will see you later at the next one. Okay, bye everyone. I'm gonna wave goodbye now. See you next time. Bye.